Hey YouTubers, it's SSS7X today. So anyway, it's October 2022, pretty freaking amazing. So yes, it is now October 2022, pretty freaking amazing. Year is purely flying by, pretty freaking cool. That is pretty freaking cool. So October 6th, 2022, pretty freaking amazing. So year is purely flying by. Anyway, that's damn amazing. Anyway, now we're Pokemon topic right now. So my series on Pokemon status effects. Now we're covering Freeze. So last week we covered Poison. Now we're covering Freeze. Now Freeze is a effect. Now, I believe there is no Pokemon move that just is solo freeze. By that I mean, it's like, like Poison Gas causes poison or Will-O-Wisp causes burn. I believe Frozen or Freeze is always like a secondary effect, like Ice Beam can cause a freeze, for example, Blizzard can cause a freeze, etc., etc. Like Ice Fang can cause a freeze, for example. But I don't believe there's like an attack called Frozen, which makes you frozen. So anyway, enough of that crap. So basically, what happens when you get frozen? Well, in Generation 1 only, Pokemon Red and Blue, probably Green also, Red and Blue and Green, and also Yellow. Enough of that crap. Essentially, once a Pokemon is frozen, the opponent's Pokemon is frozen. It stays frozen. The only way in Generation 1 it can get unfrozen is being hit by a fire type move. So if you freeze a Meowth and you hit it with a flamethrower, then there's a chance it could defrost. Or for example, if the opponent uses an item, which is very rare in Generation 1, most opponents don't use items, and even if they do, they're not generally for example, status healers, they might be like a potion or super potion. Even the Elite Four generally uses super potions or hyper potions. I think the champion Generation 1 does have one full restore off the top of my head, and Brock, the first gym leader, has 5 full heals per Pokemon. So if you hack the game somehow, obviously you can get an ice Pokemon prior to Brock, but if you hack the game with a Game Shark and you have an Articuno or a Seal or any kind of Pokemon that has a freezing move, and you froze one of Brock's Pokemon, he does have 5 full heals for his Geodude and 5 full heals for his Onix. So that is a problem there, but generally in Generation 1, once a Pokemon is frozen, it's frozen. It's basically a free knockout. Now, starting in Generation 2 and so on, essentially, once a Pokemon is frozen, I'm not sure in Generation 2, actually, but modern Pokemon games, Generation 4, Generation 5, freeze generally lasts between 2 and 5 turns, somewhere in that ballpark, and essentially if you get hit with a fire-type move, you automatically defrost. Or if you use an item like an Ice Heal, or for example, a Full Heal or a Full Restore, etc., etc. So, Freeze used to be ridiculously overpowered in Generation 1. It was ridiculously overpowered because regular trainers in general, your average youngster, cool trainer, obviously didn't have items, so it was basically a free knockout. And that's essentially the gist of freezing. It's pretty freaking amazing, freaking freezing. Anyway, freaking freezing. Have a nice day. Bye.